So part of the listing process would be your pictures and your setup. You want to have a good camera or a smartphone. I started out using just a normal point and shoot SLR camera. I found it to be a little slow with uploading the pictures, and the interface for eBay online is not as smooth as what I've found on my iPhone or my iPad. Both the iPhone and the iPad take pretty good pictures. I use the iPhone 95% of the time, and it takes a really good picture. 12 maximum pictures. I use all 12 when need be, especially on clothing, so a lot of clothing. Lighting, you want to have good lighting, natural sunlight, or I'm going to show you in a minute what I've begun to use as my business has grown. Obviously, you need a computer, or if you don't have a computer, you can do 100% from a smartphone. Like I said, I'm kind of an Apple guy in that sense. I like the iPhone and iPad. The apps are just a lot easier to use. These are kind of where I make my bread and butter, I guess. This is a 2 foot by 2 foot photo box. You can see, I do not use that little tripod that came with it. I think it's cumbersome and gets in the way. But the box will eliminate, or I won't say eliminate, but it decreases the shadow. And I bought this on eBay for about 50 bucks. And it has more than paid for itself. It takes a really nice picture with it. These are the different backdrops it comes with, red, blue, white, and black. As much as I like the big blue, I use the blue. I certainly haven't used the red. Black and white is hard to beat there. And then these are two, this is an umbrella lighting set that I use for my clothing. That's the best picture I can have with the umbrellas. It's just like a standard umbrella. And the lights are about this tall, those two. And then the third one kind of sits in the middle to head-on light to, again, eliminate the shadow. Any questions so far? How am I doing on time?
You're doing good.
Am I good? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. These are two examples. These are two items I've sold and took pictures of the picture and the cards in the photo box. You can see up there, that's the light. I don't really like to show that, but in this case, needed to. This was at an auction. The auctioneer was selling a table. It's about 2 tables worth of this junk that we had kind of looked through, and nobody bid on it. He said he might give me $10 for the table. I thought, surely there's something on this table I can sell for $10. This was one of the last things I listed, and I sold those cards. They are used Christmas cards from the 1960s and 70s that were from the same estate as this photo was from. Anybody ever heard of NCR, National Cash Register? Very collectible cash registers. Everything that I bought from this guy was collectible. I've sold a ton of he was the photo department manager at NCR during the 60s and 70s. So this is a picture of Grace Kelly doing an advertisement for NCR, and I sold that one photo for $100. One photo for $100. It's unbelievable the amounts that people will pay for things they want. You mentioned beer steins and everything, and I myself said I'm a Maker's bottle collector. There was a bottle that I did not have that I ran into a lady that had it, and I gladly gave her $100 for a bottle of bourbon that I'm not going to drink. It's just going to sit on my shelf. But man, I wanted that bottle with the Wildcat. And somebody out there wanted this Grace Kelly photo. So, as they say, one man's junk is another man's treasure.